Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I am here to take care of the Geminis. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Gemini as a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So Geminis, you guys are, you guys are last, but certainly not least. What was I gonna say to you guys? I forgot. Oh, I'm going on a vacation after this. I don't know how long, but need a break. So Geminis, let's get into it. Let's see what you guys need to surrender for the rest of July. All right, so Geminis, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Oop, hold on. I wasn't ready. Sorry, y'all. Geminis, sun, moon, rising, and Venus for the rest of July, please. Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus for the rest of July. Okay. So we got here, the card that fell on the floor was surrender to silence. So I'll include that here. All right. The first card, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And I think Capricorn actually had the same card this month. So you could have Capricorn placements. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into your life. So Geminis, what beliefs do you have about yourself that don't serve you anymore? This could be beliefs from childhood. This could be beliefs that you've put on yourself from other people or projected onto yourself from other people. This could be from past relationships, friendships, childhood. But there are some type of beliefs or some type of way that you think about yourself that you've outgrown, that you need to try to think of yourself in a new way. Okay, and then you have surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So I know Geminis, you guys are an air sign, but I also know that you guys tend to be more of the anxious signs, you know, Mercury things. Virgo and Gemini both ruled by Mercury. So sometimes it's going to take more effort for you guys to try and silence your mind and be comfortable in silence. But you should try. If you tend to have a lot of noise going on around you all the time to distract you from feeling or from thinking, something about the silence is going to be very healing for you for the rest of July. Okay, kind of getting this anxious vibe from you guys right now. Feels very jittery. All right, so Geminis, let's see. Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what signs you're going to be receiving from spirit, from your angels, from your ancestors for the rest of July. Oh, okay. Punish, belt. You guys have received this card before. I think in probably May or April. And then you have rainstorm, melancholy. So I think that you guys are going to be in this place where you are punishing yourself for something. Whether this is something new or this is just some type of repeated punishment that you kind of give to yourself. This could be you punishing somebody else, but this could also be some type of conflict that comes up, or a reoccurring conflict that comes up in your life or in your mind. But something about punishment, okay, is going to be significant to you or is a sign for you. And then you have rainstorm, melancholy. So you might be feeling this melancholy. That's such a strange, that's just it's not a natural word like melancholy, but you might experience feelings of numbness or melancholy or sadness or depression in July, or that's a sign for you to be aware and see why you're feeling this way. Or maybe this is just a brief period in your life where you are going to be feeling these feelings. All right. So, Gemini. Oh, so it's just going to be that type of reading, huh? Where I drop all my cards the whole time. Oh, boy. Okay. 1 second, Gemini. See, y'all are punishing me now. All right, Gemini. Let's stop playing games. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see. What's your overall energy? What is the overall energy for Gemini for July, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What's the biggest obstacle or challenge for Gemini? Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Temperance in reverse. Okay. What's the solution to that challenge? The Chariot. Okay. And let's see what's hidden and what's going to be revealed to you. What's hidden from Gemini? King of Cups in reverse. And what's going to be revealed? Justice card. Okay. Star card at the bottom. Aquarius energy. But all right. So, Gemini, your overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune upright. So, right now and the rest of July, you guys are going to be going into a period where things are up in the air. But this is all fated events occurring in your life. So things are going to be changing. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is all about the flow, the ups and downs, the in and outs of life. So right now, I feel like you guys are experiencing a new cycle of some kind. And I'm going to pull another few cards to see what kind of cycle you guys are going into. But you guys are going into a new cycle where things are changing for you. Things are moving. Okay, so this is just what happens. Sometimes we have periods in our life where things are slow, things stop moving. It's meant for us to reflect and slow down. But now you're in a period where things are picking up again. Things are about to start moving again. And so that's just your overall energy. I do feel like there's going to be good karma on your side. Maybe luck, something turning in your favor. We got the Lovers at the bottom, which is Gemini. Capricorn under that. Gemini and Capricorn. All right, so I want to look at the Wheel of Fortune for y'all. And then for your biggest obstacle and your biggest challenge, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Temperance in reverse, which is Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card. Could be, for some of you, you are facing some impatience. But tell me about the Wheel of Fortune upright for Gemini's overall energy, please. The Wheel of Fortune upright for Gemini's overall energy. The Chariot in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. High Priestess. And the Tower in reverse. You got the Eight of Cups on the bottom. So Geminis, I think that if you were in a period where you were literally stuck, like whether this was like your choice or not, maybe for some of you, you wanted to leave someplace, Chariot in reverse, but you couldn't find a way to travel, or you didn't have a way to travel, or you didn't have a car, or you had some car issues or something like that. I just feel like whatever obstacles you had before, the Tower card in reverse, they're moving out of your way. Like the path is about to start clearing up for you. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune upright. Trust your intuition as you're moving on some new path or some new changes that are happening in your life here. Okay, wherever you were stuck, or wherever you felt like you couldn't move forward, or you were trying to put an extra effort into something and it just wasn't paying off, or you just felt like you were in this place where you just couldn't give something your all because you didn't have the resources or the time or the space, whatever the case may be. I think that that's changing for you. Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys about Chariot upright. I want to clarify that. And your blockages. Temperance in reverse first. Tell me about the Temperance in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay. Again. And now the Chariot. I think you guys are going to be facing some issues in regards to communication, Gemini. Anything else with the Chariot upright? Yeah, it's some issues that you're going to be having when it comes to communication. Okay, and I feel like with you guys being an air sign, communication is very important for you guys to feel good on the inside. So what I mean by that is you have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Temperance card clarified by the Ace of Swords upright, the Wheel of Fortune upright, and what else came out? And the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I think there's like some type of cycle, like I said, that you guys are going into where you're going to be feeling like, well, the best option for you is to not hold back. Okay, not hold back whatever it is that you feel like you need to say. Ace of Swords in reverse, trying to communicate very clearly. And the more that you don't communicate clearly, the more that you hold back, the more that you don't say what you need to say, the more that you don't say what's on your mind, or you don't express your emotions or express your feelings, then the more emotionally unstable you're going to feel. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to have some issues with the way that you want to speak on something, whether this is an issue that you're having with someone or something about yourself that you really want to say, or, you know, about a situation, and you're holding it back. I think that it's going to really affect you internally with the Temperance card in reverse. Okay, and it is going to kind of put you at a halt. All right, so now for what's hidden and what's revealed to you, you have the King of Cups in reverse for what's hidden. So now you got the King of Cups in reverse and you got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I think there's a lot of emotions that you're suppressing here, Gemini, whether you know it or not. And so maybe needing to get really grounded with exactly how you feel and expressing that in some way and opening up about that to somebody, or finding some type of creative way to express how you feel. The other card that flipped out on the bottom of my surrender deck was Surrender to Creativity. So I think that you guys, for the rest of July, you are going to be faced with a situation that is fated. It's on your path, and it's meant for you to be going through or dealing with. And it's something that is necessary for you, for your growth, for your life. But you are going to have issues with the way that you're communicating with someone, or maybe wanting to rush something with the Temperance in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse, because these two cards also happen to be about impatience and about rushing. And so you're just in a period where things are in flux, things are changing. And so, you know, you have to make some adjustments internally, but also making sure that you're checking in with yourself emotionally to see where you might be either feeling very emotionally invalidated or emotionally codependent, or needing to find some type of maturity in the way that you're navigating your emotions, because I feel like that's what's going to help you move forward, is when you figure out how to effectively communicate your feelings. Okay, maybe you're the type of person that gets very angry, or when you get upset, you shut down, or when you get upset, you blow up. Okay, so it can go either way. But I feel like there's a lesson coming here when it comes to the way you're communicating with someone. You could also, what's revealed to you is someone who is not the most emotionally mature or the most emotionally available to you. Or you might also see where you're not emotionally mature, or you're not emotionally available, or something that you need to work on in regards to your emotions, is what I feel like strongly. Okay, and then what's revealed to you is the Justice card, upright, Libra. So there's going to be some type of ruling that happens in your favor. There's like some really strong karmic energy here with the Wheel of Fortune twice, and then you have the Justice card here. And then under the Ace of Swords, Justice card in reverse, strong Libra energy there. So I want to clarify for what's revealed to you, the Justice card upright. I think something is going to really work out in your favor. If you're waiting on some type of news, or maybe something about law, dealing with like the law, or something with, something with court or something, I think that might be revealed to you, something good happening in regards to that. All right, tell me about the Justice card, please, for what's revealed to Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Justice card for what's revealed to Gemini. Some of you might be, I don't know if some of you are getting custody or trying to fight over custody in some way. But yeah, so if you are, trying to get custody over a child, I think things are going to really work in your favor here. But you have the Justice card, you have the Empress card, and the Six of Wands here, and Four of Pentacles. So there's something that you really want, or there's something that you will want, and it's going to work out in your favor. Okay, some of you there's just good karma around you, Gemini. There's good karma, and you're going to be celebrating something soon, or something that you really wanted is going to be victorious, is going to, you know, come to fruition for you. With the Empress, if this is a child that you want, I do think this is going to, something's going to happen where you're able to have a child, or something that you really want to happen, or something that you've been waiting for it to blossom in your life is going to come to fruition. And, you know, it's something that you've been holding on to, I think, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, but something that you're really wanting is going to work out in your favor, or you're going to understand why things in the past didn't work out. Okay, because there's something that's greater for you, or something that you've been holding out for, whether this is, like I said, consciously or subconsciously, that is actually going to be great for you. All right. So overall, good things happening, good karma, something that you've been wanting, whether you know you've been wanting it that bad or not, is going to work out in your favor. And maybe some issues with communication are going to come up for you as well. All right. So now, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's look at your love life. Let's look at your love life. I feel like you guys are going to like find like this middle ground about something. But the main thing is making sure that you first find that middle ground within yourself, because the more that you find that peace within yourself, find that emotional balance within yourself, it is going to make your situations, whatever you're dealing with, seem a lot easier to manage. All right, so Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's do single Geminis, past, present, and future. Single Geminis, please. Page of Cups, Temperance card, Five of Cups in reverse, like Pisces had. Okay, now Gemini's dealing with somebody, past, present, and future, please. Gemini's dealing with someone, past, present, and future. Ooh. Ooh. Just kidding. All right, not really. So we got, for single Geminis in the past, we have Page of Cups upright. So Page of Cups upright is, you guys had in the past someone who offered you something small, like it was just like maybe it just started off small, like, you know, somebody like slid in your DMs, or just was like, hey, you know, I'm interested in you, or something started off as a crush, or something that maybe you didn't give too much thought to. But yeah, I think that something just in your past started off small, or maybe in the past you were just thinking about love, you know, or you had like some suitors that came towards you that it was just lighthearted. It wasn't anything that turned into a full-blown commitment right away for many of you, or you guys were just in this process of dating or flirting. Like it wasn't anything too crazy, too serious. Or that's the place that you've been in the recent past, single Geminis. And now you're in the Temperance, Sagittarius energy here again. So right now I think that you're just focusing on doing things in moderation, making sure that you're taking care of yourself first before taking care of anybody else. And so that's a good place to be. I think you're practicing patience and letting divine timing take its course. Another thing that had just crossed my mind with your general energy, where you had the Temperance in reverse, your biggest challenge might be trying to go against divine timing for your life. And so I think that everything is happening in divine timing, and you kind of submitting to that and not fighting against that is going to bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment. Okay, so trust the process, trust that everything is happening when it should happen, and no later or no sooner. And then you have the Five of Cups in reverse. So I think that Geminis that are single right now, I think that you're in a place where if you were very hurt about people who have hurt you in the past, or you were holding on to pain of the past, you weren't happy, I think you're getting over that. Or if you're not over it now, you will be pretty soon. In the next like maybe 2 months, you're gonna make a lot of progress when it comes to your healing, disappointments, rejection, anything that you might have felt for yourself that was disturbing you. You're going to be getting over it. Okay. So now, Geminis who are dealing with somebody. In the past, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here. You could have been dealing with somebody who's older than you, or there's an age difference. You got a Page and a King. So for some of you, it's a huge age difference, like 5-10 years. But yeah, you could be dealing with somebody who's older than you, or you're older than somebody. But in the past, this person that you were dealing with or you're attracted to just was not the most mushy person, not very emotional, not, just very guarded. Could be somebody that you were dealing with here was very cold to you, or just not the most, like I said, vulnerable person. Maybe in the beginning, or just this is just how they are. And then you have the Page of Wands in reverse for where you're at right now. Gemini's dealing with somebody. So right now, I think there's a huge lack of maturity on somebody's end here, or a huge lack of being prepared for something, not feeling ready to go into anything serious. Even if you're in something serious with them, somebody here seems like they're not at a place where they're ready to like take on more than that. Okay, and then you have the 10 of Swords upright for your future. Let me clarify that, because that doesn't look that good. All right, so 10 of Swords upright for Geminis dealing with somebody for the future. Tell me about the 10 of Swords. Star. I think that, like, Justice card in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I think that maybe you and somebody that you're connecting with, you might have an issue with them where something does end in your connection, or there's something that you need to heal from with this person. With the 10 of Swords tends to be an ending card where something ends, or a breakup happens, or a betrayal happens. Then you have the Justice card here again in reverse, again Libra, where somebody does something that's not fair, but it's like cause and effect. So it's like something hurts you, something ends, and the effect is you have to then heal from it. You have to try to rebuild yourself and move on, basically, or hope will be restored again. So for many of you who are dealing with somebody right now, it is very likely that the connection may face a turn, whether this is ending things for good, or some part of the relationship is revealed and it causes things to end in a very painful way, or it's a mutual ending, a mutual deciding to part ways. Okay, for Gemini's dealing with somebody. That is what I see here. Okay, so now let's talk about your advice, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's look at your advice, please, for July. All right, what's the advice for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus when it comes to love, please? What's the advice for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love? What's the advice? Oh. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. What is the... Okay. One second, let me clarify one thing. Why is the marriage card here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Some of you guys are married, or you're going through like a divorce. That's what I meant with the Justice card. Why is the marriage card here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, so I think for some of you guys, you are in, if you're dealing with somebody right now, you are in like a sacred union or a sacred connection for many of you, or you're in a relationship or something like that. But with the first card here, you have regret. Someone feels remorse for the way that they've treated you. So Geminis, I think that whether this is you or somebody else, you have the Belt card, punish. I think somebody's kind of like beating themselves up for the way that they did you, or if they left you, or they did something wrong to you. and they feel regretful of that. Or this is you. This is you, how you might be feeling regret towards something that you've done to somebody else, and maybe you need to express that guilt or that something, because it's no use in you like beating yourself up for it, or if you've been holding it in, needing to find a way to kind of open up about it. And then you have support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. So whether this is something that you've done to somebody else or something somebody's done to you, I think that there is there was like a harder lesson that you had to learn from something, because you have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So there's something that you were supposed to learn going through a process with somebody, something that was supposed to actually help you grow spiritually. You have obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So something about the connection that you're in right now is preventing you from being able to move forward in like the way that you want it to. But at the same time, you have marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. So for some of you, there is a connection in your life right now, or there's a connection coming towards you that is actually, you're supposed to be in. It's a sacred connection. It's a sacred union. However, there's a lot that is preventing this connection from being able to come together. Most likely some type of pain that's not healed, childhood wounds, or maybe something happened in the connection here why there's regret, okay? Or somebody feels bad, or you feel bad for something that you've done, but it's still like a sacred connection, or this connection is meant to put you on the path, or what happened in this connection is meant to put you on the path to where you're supposed to be. It's interesting, like I see a lot of regret come up for y'all's readings a lot of the time, Gemini. I want to pull a couple more cards for you guys though. What else does Gemini need to know about the current connection? The Hermit, Virgo, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What else does Gemini need to know about the current connection? The connection showing here, King of Cups in reverse. Again, I think that the same cards pretty much were coming out. Okay. So yeah, you have the King of Cups in reverse here again. So I think that emotional maturity is still really wavering when it comes to opening up. You have the Four of Pentacles, someone who is not very trusting, or you're not very trusting. So it's very hard to get through to somebody or move forward in this connection, because there's like a huge blockage there with being vulnerable or being emotionally open and committed here. You have the Hermit card for what you need to know about this connection. So I think maybe like there is a need to do a little bit of soul searching, whether it's you decide to go within while you're still in the connection or walk away completely. But then you have the Justice card in reverse. There was something here that happened to you, Gemini, that was very unfair to you, but it's actually going to work out in your favor. And Capricorn kind of had that similar message this month, like I said. But yeah, there was somebody that feels very bad for how they treated you, or you did something that was wrong in your eyes, or you hurt somebody, but it was supposed to happen, if that makes sense. And maybe you don't see that now, or you don't see that yet, but you will see that. So if you did something, don't punish yourself for it. Or if somebody did something to you, don't punish yourself for it, because it's something that it was definitely on your path for a reason, also to help you get to where you need to be, or push you towards some other sacred union in your life that you're going to be encountering soon. Okay, so that's all I have here for you, Geminis. Y'all the last sign for July. Then we'll be starting August monthlies soon enough. All right, after I take a little break. So thank you, Geminis. We're gonna finish the rest of these. I'm gonna finish the rest of these up on my Patreon. If this reading resonated for you, let me know down in the comments down below. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.